Alright guys, today we're going to talk about Gio Reyna and the possibility that he could leave Borussia Dortmund at the end of the season. And we're going to be talking about where he could possibly go. I will be giving you guys my inputs of where I think he could go. Maybe the tactical reason, financial reason, marketing reasons. But they're all speculation. I don't have an inside source. This is just speculation. So feel free to tell us yours by commenting down below. Where do you think Giovanni Reyna will go if he leaves Borussia Dortmund at this summer, and why would he go to that team specifically? It was reported this past week that if Dortmund were to miss the Champions League next season, they would likely sell a few players due to a financial crisis. I mean, you can't blame them. They have been losing money every single match due to not having fans present, and there was a loss or decrease of many revenue sources due to the pandemic. So a few players might leave. One of them is obvious, it's Jadon Sancho, and there's a couple others in the list, and one of them is Giovanni Reyna, as Dortmund has stated that they do want to keep Haaland at all costs. At the time of this recording, Dortmund currently stands in 6th place in the Bundesliga, 9 points behind Wolfsburg, which is the 4th place team, which is the first one in the Champions League qualification. Alright, so in the Bundesliga, only the top 4 qualify, and Dortmund is currently in 6th place, 6 points behind Wolfsburg. That's not looking good at all. And for this video, I brought a very upset Dortmund fan from JJDTV, Josh. I'm putting his link on the description, so please show him some love. He's having a rough season. Go subscribe to his channel. Let's get to the episode. Okay, so the very first team I want to speculate on and give my reasoning to why I think he could possibly go there is Arsenal. Arsenal has been rebuilding for a while. However, it does seem like they found the manager they want to go forward with, which is Arteta. Arteta's 4-2-3-1 formation would allow Reyna to play as an attacking midfielder, starting over Rowe, as I do see Reyna as a better player. And if that's not the case, Reyna could also play wide for Arsenal, as they do use wingers. Reyna fits in different positions the playing style tactical approach of Arteta that he wants to implement in Arsenal, along with being young, which is what you want during a rebuilding phase. Without forgetting to mention, Arsenal would be able to afford Reyna. However, this is just me speculating. It's definitely not confirmed. There's not even any rumors in regards to that. And I don't personally think he would be a good fit at Arsenal for his career, but I do think Arsenal could use him. That's what I'm trying to say. Now let's hear a little bit about what Josh from JJDTV, the Dortmund channel, has to say about how Reyna has been performing in Dortmund, and where does he think Reyna will go if he leaves. Alright Josh, so before you give your thoughts on where Gio Reyna will go, how has Gio been doing this season at Dortmund? How is he playing? What's your opinion on him?
Well, as you know, you have an excellent U.S. men's national team abroad, so I need to do my research, keep a good eye on Gio for you, and
he'll come after you.
And let you know, exactly. But, I mean, I've said the same thing over and over. At the beginning of the season, Gio honestly looked like he might have turned a new leaf and he was going to be a regular in this team. We played at the beginning of the season under Faber in a 3-4-2-1. He played in a more comfortable position as a kind of as number 10, floating around with either Royce or Brandt just under the striker, and he did so well. He was putting up a hat-trick of assists, he was scoring goals, he was looking good. But in recent weeks, and honestly in recent months, we've switched shape into a 4-2-3-1, even a 4-1-4-1, where he's shifted out to the wings. It really has affected his game. He's not getting near as much on the ball as he likes. He likes things going through him. And most of the times when I come back and give you my report, it's just Gio was on the field, he was out wide, and he was quiet.
So guys, if you don't know, I've said this before, a lot of the times when we can't watch Gio play for Dortmund, he's our scout, okay? And so just to say it again what you said, you prefer Gio Reyna play central.
Yeah, I think, look, when I was watching him under Faber, I mean, Faber played a different formation. He had the 3-4-2-1, which is kind of like two center attacking mids. It was Royce and it was Reyna, and they played tucked in under the striker, and were so interchangeable with each other. They were so good on the ball. Gio had freedom, and in that formation, he had a hat-trick of assists in the Bundesliga, which is just fantastic, as well as scoring goals. But now when he's out on the wing, the ball doesn't come to him as much. Plus, I don't think he's really got the attributes to be a natural winger. I mean, he's not slow by any means, but he's not a fast-pacing winger. He's very good technically. He should be in the middle of the park. And I think for the U.S. men's national team, and this is my opinion, as well as Dortmund's future, he will be the number 10.
Now, there's these rumors that Dortmund might need to sell some players if they don't qualify the Champions League next season. If he is to leave, where do you think he would go and why?
Okay, just so I can cover my back, I almost guarantee you Gio will not go. In my opinion, I just think that he signed this long-term deal. He's such an asset, but football's crazy. I mean, like I talked a bit on my channel and said that, for example, Sancho's most likely to go, but how football is, Sancho could stay and it could be Gio. But you came here for answers, so I have two teams in mind. The first team, and the most likely in my opinion, is Liverpool. The reason I'm saying Liverpool is because they're kind of in need of a bit of a rebuild. They had the same front three who brought them a lot of success in Salah, Mane, and of course Firmino. But I think they're looking to potentially sell one or two of them, maybe switch up the shape. Plus, I mean, it's the Premier League. They speak the same language, which is an appeal to Gio. I think he may be interested in working with, obviously, Klopp. There's that connection to Dortmund as well to maybe get some type of deal. And if I honestly had to pick one team that he could fit in, it could be. Klopp is known to play a 4-2-3-1, and he would slide into, honestly, surroundings that he's probably comfortable with. Same as Christian Pulisic went over to the Premier League, and I think he'd be a good fit for Liverpool. The second team, an interesting one, is I'm going to go with Juventus. I'm going to go with Juventus mainly because of Weston McKennie, and I mean, you're seeing the popularity of football growing in the US. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and a lot of, honestly, Americans are picking up on these players, and I think that Juventus liked the idea of signing Weston McKennie. He turned into an absolutely phenomenal player, and probably right now one of the most important players for the US men's national team, and I think just that one little connection could bring him there. Plus, there's some veterans on that Juventus team, and if they're looking to shift one or two of them off, bringing in another young American helps with marketing, and of course he is a super talent, and I think he could fit in well there in a number 10 position as well.
Okay, you guys heard it from the Dortmund fan. Now let's go back to the USMNT fan. And this is a really fan dream almost that I have right now. I just would like for it to happen, which is Giovanni Reyna going to Real Madrid. Honestly, he does not fit the Real Madrid system as they do not play with a true attacking midfielder, and the wingers do seem to mostly be inverted wingers with some pace like Vini Jr. But Zinedine Zidane could be leaving at the end of the season, and Real Madrid is likely to be looking for new stars and maybe entering the USMNT market, which is currently trending. But I don't know, that's just me speculating. You know, that is a pure speculation, a little bit of something that I want also. He does not fit their system right now, but Zinedine Zidane leaving could benefit different tactical approaches, and that could get maybe Giovanni Reyna to go to Real Madrid. You know, it's something that I just say, that Giovanni Reyna going to Real Madrid, it's written in the stars. It'll happen, I hope. Let's go to the next team that I can speculate on. Okay, now AC Milan, and this is not a fan dream. I do think he kind of fits into the way they play, and I think it would be a good addition for them. So let me talk a little about AC Milan. The Milan Giants are back from the dead this season and are likely going to qualify to the Champions League, as AC Milan looks to go back to the good old days where they had legends such as Kaká, Van Basten, Pirlo, Shevchenko, and the list goes on, as they were one of the world's best teams. The current team was powered back to life by Zlatan Ibrahimovic and a couple youngsters. However, they're not quite where they want to be yet. Pioli, their manager, does like to play with an attacking midfielders at all time, and currently the Turkish star Hakan Çalhanoğlu is at his prime, but is he enough? I don't believe he is. They have even been playing with their young forward Portuguese player Rafael Leão as an attacking midfielder. Well, my point for this is Giovanni Reyna is available. He has a higher ceiling than their current attacking midfielder that's at his prime at age 27, the Turkish star. And I think they can afford him. They do have some money coming in. They'll qualify the Champions League, and AC Milan is looking to do big things. So I do think he does fit their system. I do think Pioli will remain as manager. They have the money. And just like Weston McKennie was a marketing strategy from Juve that worked out also in the field, I think Giovanni Reyna could be a marketing strategy along with all the talent he brings into the field. So AC Milan is a strong possibility if he is to leave Dortmund. Okay, now Manchester City and their 4 fans, be happy about it, because I do think Manchester City could be one of the teams Reyna could go to. Maybe not, but let me speculate on that again. Alright, Manchester City. As Manchester City does have the money to sign him, Pep Guardiola also renewed his contract till 2023. Reyna does fit his several tactical variations, but most importantly, I could see him having Reyna as a backup to Kevin De Bruyne. And look. No, I'm not saying Reyna is at the same level as Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not saying he'll ever reach that level or that he has a similar playing style to Kevin De Bruyne. What I'm saying is he could play a backup role to Kevin De Bruyne in this team. Playmaking ability of Kevin De Bruyne, he can definitely do that. And as he develops, he could become a very useful player. Also, Pep Guardiola loves highly technical players, and Giovanni Reyna is very technical, creative, so he does fit the style of play that Pep Guardiola looks for. He can also play wide as a winger, and Pep Guardiola does play with wingers. And at times, people have mentioned about Giovanni Reyna playing as a false 9. I haven't seen that happen yet. I don't know if it'll work. And Pep Guardiola does seem to use the false 9 from time to time, and I think Giovanni Reyna could do a better job than Sterling, for example, at the false 9 at least, as he develops. So Manchester City is a strong possibility, and they honestly don't have any problems in spending a lot of money on players like this. Okay, another team I want to talk about, and it's probably the last one I'm going to talk about, is Liverpool. And there's actually 3 key reasons I want to mention in regards to Liverpool, and then I'll dive into it in more details. So the 3 key reasons are creativity that they need in midfield. It's also time for them to get new young players, and they do have American owners, so marketing would be another reason. So yeah, so I do think Giovanni Reyna fits a lot of the things Liverpool currently needs, such as creativity in the midfield, a slight rebuild of a couple young guys. They have been with the same team, and some of the guys are aging, so Giovanni Reyna fits that too. And marketing, because they're owned by Americans. Premier League is highly watched in the United States, and having Giovanni Reyna would increase Liverpool's popularity among Americans. So those are the reasons I think he could go to Liverpool. It's a little bit of the field, a little bit of marketing too. And that's probably the last team I actually have reasons behind it. I could mention a couple other teams such as maybe Bayern Munich, even though I don't think that'll happen. PSG, because they just buy anyone trending. But those are the teams I wanted to talk about, guys. I want you guys to comment down below, where do you think Giovanni Reyna would go and why? Why? Give a reason, just like me. As you can see, there's no really big reason. It's just speculating right now. So make sure to comment your opinion down below. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to check JJDTV, Josh, the Dortmund channel. If you're a Dortmund fan or not, please check it out. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great day.